All right, fellas. So we are we're gonna go through install one here. Okay, I'm gonna go through this for you guys because you have a PRP on Tuesday morning, right? 6:50 in the morning. So we're not gonna meet with Memorial Day weekend before that. So just so you have all this, you'll have the script. I highly suggest at some point before Tuesday morning, going through the script and making sure you're dialed in. It's all stuff we've done before, nothing new. Okay, so just make sure you're dialed in and you have a good Tuesday practice. You'll have Indy, you'll have a plan. So make sure you're dialed in and getting a little bit better every single day. Okay, so run game wise, we have inside zone and install one. Okay, we have a couple alternate concepts with our Q power read stuff, and then Python, our short yardage. Okay, so bull ram, right? Inside zone with a C gap carved by the tight end, right? C gap responsibility by the tight end. You guys will shuffle step into the quarterback, right? Into his lap, and you guys will own the point, right? So you got to get some depth on that shuffle, chase the center's crack, and your window to wall, right? You're reading that backside A gap first and foremost. If it's there, you're taking it, you're hitting it right down Broadway, trying to go from point A to point B as quick as possible, right down the hash. The reason we have that read is because we want to be able to have explosives, touchdowns. If that A gap opens up, we can smoke it right through, right on by. Okay. You have to bring that second level to the double teams. All right. So your job is to push the point, chase the center wherever he goes. Okay. And then as soon as those linebackers get close enough to the double team, that double team will work off to the linebacker. And then you can make your cut and scrape paint off the offensive lineman's ass. Okay. You'll be one gap at a time. If that backside A gap isn't open, you're going to work through the B gap, C gap, and so on. Okay. If you feel the wash completely going down, right, just ride that slope, ride the wave, get vertical right off of it. Okay. Got to be able to burst once you guys make a cut. All right. Ram here. Okay. So right off the rip, fish shouldn't be going around, right? Because heart needs to get off that point right here that Harper's standing on, right there, right where his midline is what you should be running over. Okay, we got to be running right over that point. So he's got to learn the hard way. But good job by Fish chasing the center, post mesh, right at the mesh point. Fish is chasing the center, chasing the center, chasing the center. And then he sees that window. Okay, the B gap, not the A gap. That window is closed. He sees the B gap and he hits it. Okay, has a little bit of patience. That double team, because he's pushing the center, these linebackers work to the double team, fall right into our trap. Bang, we come off on the double team, and now we can squeak through that window, or we can ride it out one gap at a time. Ram, shuffle step, get a little deeper or get a little further towards the quarterback. Remember, we want to get to here, right? We want to get to there so he can get the ball into your stomach properly, but good job chasing the center. And then we hit it in the B gap because the A gap is closed, not there. They do a stunt, TT, we're right off the offensive lineman's ass. Okay, ready to make a move on the second level. Okay, remember in pistol, we have the jab step, or sorry, the drop step. So we're dropping once and then you're bursting forward. So it's however you want to in terms of what your thought process is or where your weight is. Okay, but you're just a nice quick step, bang, right? Just like Fish is doing here. It's not, you're not rocking your weight all the way back. Just one step drop, chase the center as long as possible. Would like to see Fish burst it through there, but when we have half a man, right, like we do here with that low shade, I'm okay if you guys bounce it out one gap at a time. And then we play good defensive lineman. He scrapes over the top. We're not able to do this through the B gap. We're going one gap at a time. And at some point, you got to get vertical like Fish does here. Okay. Gain of 4 is an elite run play for us. That is a really good run play. Just keep that in mind. Your demeanor has to be very violent vertical. Say that 3 times fast. Very violent vertical in order to have a good run play, right? Whenever we run these, okay, the offensive line should look kind of like this, okay? Should look like this, right? That front side is firm, and then we're getting some drive and some vertical push on the back side, and it's just a natural flow for you, okay? That's what it should look like. Now, every now and then we get penetration, okay? We get issues. Front side looks open. If you guys are going to go front side, you better be right and you better get an explosive or a first down, just like Carter's doing here. He feels the play over the top. We get a defensive end pinching in. Okay, he can feel it in his peripherals. We get vertical once we get outside, and we can get a first down in a 3rd and 1 short yardage situation. Okay, Ram chasing the center. Okay, we get a stunt, right? That double team is knocking into the A gap, but that doesn't mean we just need to abandon ship and go. Okay, we can still stay vertical, just like Carter's doing here, getting back to the hash, right? Getting vertical, getting downhill, and then obviously situationally being appropriate with your technique and your demeanor. Okay, good job by Fish here. All right, you can see the point. Grant gets off the point pretty nicely, right? He was standing right here. He gets off the point. We run right through it as we're chasing the center. And then we read one gap at a time. A gap is closed. Some good patience here by Fish. If you feel like you can hit it, right? If not, go ahead and wind it all the way back. Good finish. We're driving our feet even though we're wrapped up. Okay, a little wide on the track, but good job chasing the center, drop step and pistol. We are chasing the center, allowing this thing to hit in multiple gaps, front side, backside A gap, backside B gap, and not just doing this and then we're forced to go through the C gap. We're giving ourselves a multiple way go here, 2-way go, because we're chasing the center. We can scrape paint, chasing the center, chasing the center. We can scrape paint right off the guard tackle, right through an arm tackle, right through an arm tackle with some violent demeanor, low pad level. Really good run there by Fish. Good job getting to the point. Bang. Right on the point, right where the ball used to be, right where the center snapped it from. We're getting to the point. We're chasing the center, chasing the center. We decide front side is the move. Okay. We get the linebackers to flow backside. Now we just have a boundary safety that's fitting. We got to beat him one-on-one, and we do. Okay. Really good job by Kai. Just be decisive. You guys are chasing the center, so you have a 2-way go, right? You have a 2-way go. You really have like 4 different options here, right? You can hit this if you feel like that's going to open up. You can wind it to the B gap, or you can skip, jump cut all the way back. Kai's decisive about hitting it through the front side, commits to it, breaks 1 tackle, gain of 9. Really explosive play. Good job there. Okay, again, another front side play. Good job chasing the center. We're getting to the point. That's exactly where we want to be. Ball's right on our stomach in the point. We are chasing the center, giving ourselves a 2-way go. We're not too firm here, so the tackle loses inside a little bit. We take advantage knowing, hey, man, that linebacker is probably not going to get blocked by the double team, so I got to beat him one-on-one. We do, and we get vertical. We get a gain of 4. Okay. You go front side, we're wanting you guys to get an explosive. Okay, that's the intent because we don't want you guys to just hammer the front side over and over and over and over again, right? That's not the intent of the play, but just get vertical like Carter did there. You should be okay. All right. Good job by Teo chasing the center, right? His path is like this instead of this because we're always going to double team the low shade, and these guys are going to work, right? Based off of the call here and game planning. Okay, they're still going to work here. All right, these two. And then these two will work to that backside linebacker. Okay, we're going to be one-on-one here. So this thing's probably going to wind back to the backside, just like it does here. Really good job by Teo having some patience, right? chasing the center, linebacker comes to the double team. Perfect, right? You can see the center's working this way. If we chase the center this way, we're also going to bring the linebacker that way. He's not going to shoot the gap this way if you're chasing the center. Okay, so really good look at all the strings being pulled here. Okay, we're all going to this one point. So you're bringing the linebackers to that double team and allowing that to happen with Zaire, this block right here, and we can hit it right down the A gap. Really good run by Mateo. Nice job. Okay, plenty more examples, and we'll look at a lot of those in more detail as we go. Okay. Lion Tiger, same thing, same read. I for insert. Okay. We have a tight end inserting for the backside linebacker. The man is his block, right? He's blocking that man. This is a man scheme. Okay. Same exact read and footwork and decision out of you guys. Okay. So everything stays the same. There should be no difference. Now you just have tight end running full clip, getting in there. No, it's not always going to be pretty. And, depending on personnel, it might look different, right? But you're still going to chase a center just like Carter's doing here. Okay. We want to bring these linebackers to that double team. And then it's up to the tight end to get that man on his own, right? But good job here being a weapon in the city, right? You see that A gap open, fucking hit it, right? Really good job hitting it. Trust the fact that you guys can make this dude miss in a phone booth in open space. Okay. Really good job. Good demeanor running through here with some violence. Good chin. Good job here, man. Really good chin there. And then we are making a move in space. Pretty elite stuff. Keeping it chin, making sure we're protecting the rock at all costs. Okay. Only showing two of these just so we can move on here. Okay, again, we got Tiger, right? We're trying to bring the double team, these two, right? We're trying to bring this linebacker to that double team, let this tight end rim out, ream if it's an odd, or work up to get that Mike in this situation, that backside inside backer. It's a really good job here by Teo. Probably one of the best, if not the best, in the running back room at chasing the center and just being really dialed in with what we're trying to do. And that opens up multiple different avenues. Really good block by our center, just keeping leverage. All right, good job by this double team here, owning leverage, and we're able to scrape this thing right off the center's ass and hit it right down Broadway. And we make one dude miss and we're out. Right, make one dude miss and we're out the gate here. So really good job by Teo. Good finish on this run as well. Bang, right down Broadway. This is why we have these reads, fellas. Chasing the center, chasing the center. If this thing opens up, quickest point from A to B from your handoff to the end zone is a straight line. So this is why we have that teaching, right? Because if you were to go here and then here, the odds of scoring go down, right? We want to fucking hit this thing. If that gap opens up, windows open, hit it, burst, right? You're one tackle away from a huge, huge play. Good finish, good secure. Okay. Moving on. We got elephant, okay? Really, really tempting to follow that tackle pull. Okay, both of these have a T in them. All right, you got a tackle pull here. Elephant rat, you're lining up on the jab or the opposite side you normally would, right? So bull, you're on the right side. Lion, you're on the right side. Okay. Lynx, you're on the right side. Elephant, you're on the left side. Sorry, Jesus, I was looking at this one here. Threw me off. Okay. Elephant, you're on the front side, right? Reason being, because we want to run, read with the quarterback looking at that end man on the line of scrimmage. Okay. So that's the reason we're going to be auto jab. Nothing else changes. Don't be tempted to follow the puller. Do not follow the puller. Keep everything the same. Chase the center's crack and let the play fold out as it's intended. So we got elephant here. Oh, sorry. We got rat here. Oh, this is jab. Okay, we're closed. Okay, closed. It's rat. We normally would be here, but because it's a closed play, right, with the tackle from the right pulling, right, he's closed. He can block that defensive end. We do not need to have the quarterback run, read. So you can be on your normal inside zone alignment and then chase the center just like normal. A lot easier when we run this play this way, right? Because we're flowing this way as opposed to here. And we got to do that, right? So this is easier. We want you guys to be there, but elephant rat we want to read, so you got to have to be on the front side. Okay, but really good job by Teo, chasing the center, scraping paint, getting vertical. All right, another closed run here, but we are still not jabbed, right? So if we were jabbed, we'd call it here and have you there. But we're closed here, so we can block him. It's not going to be a run, read, right? So depending on the play, you know the quarterback will not pull it and run because he's got a tight end on that front side blocking for the tight end leaving. All right, so really good job by Kai of just being really detailed about that path. Good job there. And then one gap at a time, all right? He wants to go through here. Feels like he can't. Jump cut. Spin. Love it, man. Doing all the goddamn weapons in one play. Really good job. Really good run. Okay, elephant, right? You see how we would run, read him. Quarterback would run, read him. So we got to do a really good job of chasing the center, chasing the center, chasing the center. All right, maybe we follow the puller a little bit too much here, but there's really not much to go. Not really many places to go here. So we're gonna ride this wave as it kind of washes down. We're ready to get vertical right here. Really good job. Getting back to the hash. That's where our home is. That's where we want to live. Okay. Get back to the hash as soon as you can. Play football. Let's go. Good job. Lynx Cougar. Okay. Demeanor is going to be really important here. I want you guys to think of this play as being a predator, right? As being kind of the apex, right? You are hitting this thing screaming downhill. You have a light box. The only way you get this play, the only way you get this ball is if it's a light box, right? We got 5 men in the box. Okay, this is a inside zone, but these are solo predators, okay, solo hunters, right? And those animals, right, they kind of they do things on their own, right? So we really want a light or solo box to hand this off. Now we can have an odd front and 5 men in the box and have 2 linebackers, but you're going to have a lighter box with this. So meaning, I want you guys, if you get the ball, you're going to hit this thing with some violent demeanor, okay? Quarterback's going to have his eyes on that bossed Mike backer. And so you really have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the box. It's a light box, a lot of space for you to run. So I want you to have some speed, right? Look at the amount of space in here you guys have. That is a lot of fucking open space for you guys to run. I mean, look at this. So you got to have some demeanor. I mean, there is just space galore in here. It's like the goddamn fucking universe here, right? So we got all sorts of space. So run with some demeanor and some violence because this can easily score, right? If you get the ball. And if you get the ball, that means, hey, there's a hell of a lot of space. We're gonna hand this thing off, and man, it's likely to score on these light box handoffs in Lynx Cougar. Again, we get some motion. Always be scanning, right, Fish? We get some motion. Look at all the space. Safety's rolling back. It's just him in the core, right? Look at all this damn space, right? He's got to scream up 7, 8 yards in order to make this tackle, and you can beat him one-on-one in space. So have some low pad level, but run with some intent. You're going to run through this thing and get to the third level pretty quick on Lynx Cougar. All right. Okay. Now, some of the alternates, right? Laugh, cry. Okay. It is assumed laugh, cry is going to you. So we don't need to say T, laugh, cry. If we just say laugh, cry, it's going to you, unless we tag somebody else. If we tag somebody else, you are then the blocker. Okay. Based off the formation. Now, if it's like an empty formation, we have you somewhere else, yeah, you're not going to block, but it is assumed T and the ball, we want to hit this thing in the sand, right? So Aiden, text the group when you read this or when you watch this, where does the ball want to hit on the perimeters, specifically the laugh cry? All these want to hit in the sand, okay? If you're blocking Mike, I want you to tell me what your rules are, right? And the rule is you are looking to block the safety unless the nickel or the Mike can tackle you as in the blocker. Can the Mike or the nickel tackle you? If so, block them. You want to be the eraser. You got to get this thing started. But if you don't have anyone that could block you, you're going to block the safety. Okay. This is what it would look like, right? We're going to work to 23 here. Teo comes out. We're here. He rolls back. Okay. And now Teo does a good job. As soon as he rolls back, he's non-threatening. Teo gets his eyes inside. And now he sees the Mike screaming over the top. He feels like he can tackle him. Really good job here. And I want Teo to tell the group the key to blocking, run blocking specifically, is running your feet through contact. Look how Mateo's not passive at all about this, right? Runs his feet, keeps fighting, right? Occupies that guy, and you never know when this thing cuts back. So, really good job by Mateo bringing the chair to the fight here, running your feet through contact. Surprise, surprise, it's Mateo again, right? Working to the safety, unless this nickel or the Mike, right, or anybody really can tackle you. So he leaves and vacates. Two guys end up going with Chaz. Sweet. So now Mateo can get his eyes inside to the Mike who's screaming over the top. Bang, run our feet on contact. Look at Mateo's doing a good job here of kind of sticking. Now you just got to be careful as he's going one way and you're going the other. Okay, we got to really, this is the key here, right? So Carter, the key to not getting holding calls on your run blocking is running your feet. So let the group know that. Run your feet because you won't get a holding call if he starts pulling away from you, right? Your momentum is going to go towards him and not away, right? Can't be passive. If you're aggressive, right, you're not going to get a holding call on this. Really good job by Teo, and then awesome recovery effort by him as well, screaming downfield just to get another body to allow CJ to score here. Really good job. All right, lasso rope, Q power stuff, right? We got a quarterback that can run, right? So now we're going to have the ability to shuffle and run with him. And if we don't, right, if we don't have the quarterback pulling it and running himself, we can pitch this thing to you guys, a tight end, or any other receiver, right? So we will tag that Y rope. You can see in the second play, right? Or we tag T rope. We'll tag it if you guys are the pitch guy, right? Otherwise, you guys will be running, right? Like this would be, if we had you guys running across, it'd be cry, Y rope, right? In this example, you're burning, so you're motioning away. But if you went in front of the quarterback, it'd be cry, Y rope. Okay, so we have two different options: hand it off to you or pitch it to somebody else. The key thing, if you are the lasso rope pitch guy, take 2 steps forward, get behind that second puller, or sorry, get behind the puller. Okay, stay behind him, and then when you catch it, it's just like a mitt. Drop step and get vertical. Okay, so fish, let the crew know what's the key to executing lasso rope. Here's a look at it. 1, 2, we get behind the puller, right? He's behind the puller. Now we get our eyes to the quarterback, and when we catch it right here, drop step, get vertical. Okay, drop step, get vertical. Land leaks this thing out here, and it's not a huge play because of him, right? If we were to get vertical, we could potentially score here. So this is on land, right? He's going to take him on wherever he wants to go. He could end up going that way, or he could just seal him inside. You got to get vertical, get ready to make a move. Python. Python is a mentality play. This is a fuck you football play. Okay, this is all on you guys. All right, I'm going to put this on you guys. This is a mentality play. Get the first down, get the touchdown. All right, we want to get a yard. Okay, we're going to call this thing in short yardage, 1 to 2 yards to go. All right, and so we got 3 different options. Okay, most of the time you're going to get this call. Even front, ram, ram. You're going to automatically start on that backside just like you would for ram. Okay, if you get a odd front, you're going to get an it's on call, right? So ram is going to be the normal ram to you guys. It's on is going to be 2 double teams on the 4 eyes. They're going to work to those inside backers. We're going to have a solo block on the with the center on the nose, 2 tight ends rimming out the C gap, and then you got to know where the additional player is. Okay, that's going to help you make a post snap decision to either scream it away from him or towards him based off of other blocks and where guys end up shading. Okay, but you got to know who's the additional, who's the additional. And then you can get a wedge call with a, six up front where they're gapping everything out and, they have a bigger package in there. So we got Ram here. It's even. So everybody's working to the right and we're carving out the C gap, but that doesn't mean we're hitting it here. Okay. You're going to hit the first available gap and you got to beat one on the goal line. Okay. So we get, unfortunately, we're still going to chase the center. Okay. But you got to know, I got to get this first down first and foremost. It's all about demeanor. So we can take on contact here from a linebacker that scrapes. And again, chase the center because if this happens and he wants to go rogue, look at this. You walk in because he blocks him, you're going to walk right in. Right? Now, we should have some demeanor here with the double team, and you should walk right in, right? But Rain's a fucking monster and just leaks right through there. Okay, but good demeanor. This is why I say it's all on you guys. It doesn't matter if you got a big ass fucking linebacker hitting you and then another guy coming in, still got to get that first down touchdown, whether you spin off it, whatever you got to do. Okay. Whatever you got to do, just like Mike is doing here, getting his pad level low, running his feet, scores. Awesome job there. Okay. Even, ram. Okay. We're still one gap at a time, chasing the center. Because if these guys vacate over the top, we're going to hit that thing through the front door for a huge one. Okay, really good job taking it one gap at a time. Carter gets vertical, breaks an arm tackle. Really good job. We get 6 yards on a 3rd and 2 call. Awesome demeanor. Awesome demeanor. Another ram. Look at this. Collapsing down completely. They go over. They have a Maui blitz right into the Python. Gotta love it, right? Mason's got to get going. Didn't know what the play was. That's why we kind of run into you. A really good job here. And then awesome finish, man. I'll tell you what, these Python short yardage situations, these are really, really susceptible to big plays, man. They're selling out to try and stop the run. That's when we come over the top with a big explosive play, and we'll fucking see you later. Okay? Really good job. Really good job. All right, protection. We just went over this like crazy. You have the Zoom. I'm not going to go over any of these. Okay? You have all of these, but this is your your install one pro. That's what you guys have. Okay. I'm going to motor through these pass games. Okay. 30 minutes in, I was hoping to keep it under 30. It's not going to happen. That's all right. Okay, Callie, you guys got the mitt. Lee Ray drop back protection. You're the second in the read. Okay, quarterback is going to look bender to back. Okay, that's what it's going to do. So you got to have some demeanor, or so you got to have some urgency to get out and have really good ID post snap, pre snap, post snap, and blitz pickup. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like majority of the time. Okay, we got Lee here. All right. We are getting out. We are getting ready for the check down. Mid route. If you got these dudes lifting, just sit. If you get man eyes and he's playing you, then break away from leverage. Okay. If it's all equal man eyes, you want to break towards the field because there's more room. Turn around, get ready for the ball, drop step, get vertical. Drop step, get vertical. Another variation we have install one, bam to flop. Okay. Callie. Bam to flop, shank Callie. So we got 3 verticals. He's got the bender option, vertical, vertical. He's got the chip and shank, but you guys have a vert and you got to go. We got to win with speed. We can't pull up, just like Teo's doing here, straining, winning with speed vertical, and actually is an option if the ball is going to be thrown to us. Really good job. Bam to flop, trio, shank Callie. We are a legitimate option. Here's the other one, nut to tricks or wax. You're going to be on the ball, just like Michael is here. If we get a linebacker to go out with us or a rush, okay, that ball is coming to you. Quarterback's going to make sure that this dude can't play over the top. But hey, man, quarterback's looking my way first and foremost. Win with speed, close the space, close the distance. Okay, swipe his arm down, do what you got to do. Okay, and then just make a play on the football, man. Really close. Hopefully that ball is a little bit better, but we got to make a play on that ball. You know it's coming to you. Make a play. Make your case for getting on the field. Berkeley, okay, it is going to be protection dependent, right? If we have Leo Brad, Whale Orca, okay, or drop back, it can change, right? It's Berkeley's in California. Cali, you have a mitt. That's the base rule. So here we got Berkeley. Okay, so one variation, sleigh, that you guys need to know: sleigh, hip, shank, H, Berkeley. So H Berkeley, he's going to dive inside. He's going to either go vertical or he's going to bend it in. And then it's Berkeley because we want you guys to get vertical here, right in the wake, and then cross, and then get vertical. If you can win vertical, win. If you can't, shut it down by 15. Okay. So this is what it'll look like. This is the Cali version, but we pivoted and ran it a different way. Okay. But this is what it more or less will look like. The only difference being Teo will stem vertical. He'll scrape paint right off the tight end's ass, get vertical through the alley, and then work out to the sand. Okay. And then here, obviously, you got the Bam to flip trio running your stack choice. Okay. So this is what's going to happen from the outside. You're going to get into the wake and then burn it to the sand. So this is more or less what it's going to look like. We just can't get collision right here. Got to get his hands off you because that ball can go to you easy, right? That ball can easily go to you. So win with speed. You want to be in the middle of the alley. Start a little bit wider. Don't get collision. Work to the sand. Florida. All our meshes are Florida cities or the state itself. It's hot down there. Got to bring your mesh shirt if you're going to survive. F in Florida is for the field flat. You guys have a 3-yard aiming point on the sideline. Expect the ball because you are the first in the read. If you get the football, right, that probably means you have out leveraged somebody who's trying to play you. If you catch it here, right, you're probably out leveraging him either because he's too high or because he's too inside, and then you can get vertical through the sand. Okay. So put the ball in your outside arm, right? Too high, right? So his play on the football is not great. So you're getting the ball first, get the ball in your outside arm, bang, and then go make a play and score. That's your mentality on this. Make a play and score, get the ball in your outside arm so you can use that thing as a weapon. Out leveraged depth wise, out leveraged height wise. We're getting that thing, ball in the outside arm, making a move. Great. Running around him, love it. Sideline run, let's go. Good job expecting the football there. Portland, okay, protection dependent route. Okay, stab, you obviously have chip flat. Whale, you're going to have that help with the tight end. Leo, you're going to have protection chip flat. So it's all going to depend on what the protection is called. And we will call this, it's not going to be Lee Ray protection. Okay, so we're good on this. Don't need to go through it. It's all based off your protection. Oregon, a couple different ways to run it. We can run it with waddle, right? Or we can run it T Oregon, where you guys will still have waddle here, but you guys will run that sail route. If you guys are running the sail route, okay, know what the coaching points are. You got to scrape paint, get vertical. Okay, if you can get underneath a triangle defender, do it. If not, and he's kind of in your grill, it's okay if you go outside. You're going to chase the heels after 10 yards. First inside step past 10, chase the heels of these posts that are running by you. Keep this thing high, quarterback can flatten you down. And then if somebody is in this area, whether it's a corner or a safety or a nickel, okay, you can hook it up. Kelsey Curl. Take a look here. Got a fish running it. You can see how he scrapes paint and gets vertical. Okay, probably needs to do a little bit more, but getting vertical, should be pushing more vertical to 10. And then we are chasing the heels right at this point. When you make that break, chase the heels of the post, right? So you can see how we're a little narrow, makes that throw a hell of a lot harder to get over the top of that dropping nickel. Still get it. Gain of 22. Okay, red zone. These will all be a little different from each other, but I'll motor through them. Okay, Alaska is going to be protection dependent, so formation and protection will tell you what to do, but we're probably always going to chip on these. So you'll have a chip flat. Okay, The key to these stab flats is speed. You got to chip, take a pound of flesh, break his ribs, and then get to the fucking flat with some speed. Okay, because you got to clear this area out if you're to the field, and if there's a dot on your side, you got to clear that out. Hopefully, pull a will down or a rush down so we can throw that dot. Okay, you got to win with speed to the flats. Okay, so we got to be quicker here out of Mike, but ready for the check down. And if you get it, a lot of space, make a dude miss, you can fucking score. Okay. Tombstone, coaching point here, whether we're to the field or the boundary, you're aiming for the front pylon, direct angle with speed. You're the first look in the read. Expect the football regardless of the look. Be ready to catch, put it in your outside arm, and score. You got to break a tackle. It's going to happen. Okay. So we're tabbing back to the backfield. We got the corner out here. We know it's zone. Great. We're going to keep this play on. We're not going to run jab Florida. Okay. That's the man version. If we have jab Florida, you just find your easiest insertion through the line on that mesh. Okay. But we're aiming for that front pylon. So he's going to go right to it, turns around, expects the football, catches it, scores. Okay. Got to expect the football on these plays. Stab Vegas. If you are stabbing to the boundary on Vegas, you will have an OTB. If you are stabbing to the field, you will have a flat. Okay. That is the solid, true routes, concepts for Vegas. There will always be an OTB to the boundary. There will always be a flat to the field. Okay. So it doesn't matter formationally what happens, you will be on those routes. Okay. So Mateo is in the boundary here. So what does Mateo have? Okay, we're to the field here. Fish has a chip flat. Okay, that's always what it is. Always, always, always on Vegas. Safari, you will just act like you're getting the football, elite fake, but be ready to pick up that linebacker that we're slipping by with the tight end. Sorry, guys. All right, be ready to pick that dude up and protect the quarterback as he throws it. Screen game, Molly Mary, right? Five steps to the rail. If it's T Mary Molly, right? And then snap it back in on a horizontal path. Cannot be behind the line of scrimmage or cannot be in front of the line of scrimmage. Big thing here, we got to expect the fastball. You have to expect the fastball and then react if it's a pop-up or whatever. If it's a little bit softer, great, easy for you to catch, but expect the hard one and then react to the changeup. Okay. If it's just base Y Mary, you guys will act like this is escort, right? Or gigolo, whichever side it is. But if it's base Y Mary, no tag, you guys will have that escort gigolo. Okay. T Molly, 5 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, puts his foot in the ground, gets a read, sees where everybody is, gets his eyes back to the quarterback, expects the fastball, working inside. Great. Now let's drop step, get vertical, and go be a playmaker. Show this view. Oh, not great. Okay. Sorry, Kai. I got to show it, brother. Love you, man. But good teach tape of what not to do, especially with pressure. We got to expect a fast football, right? Especially with pressure, we got to expect the fast one. So good angle, good steps, speed's got to be quicker. Got to go, got to go, got to go. All right. And then expect the football right now. Right now. Okay. We're a little too late, a little too lackadaisical. That ball goes a quarter mile in the air. Bad news bears for the Ags offense. All right. So go quicker, expedite things a little bit as the pressure is rolling. Escort gigolo. Okay. It is assumed you guys are getting it. All right. We will tag, we will tag you if we want you to block. But we will tag anybody. We can tag anybody. But if we just said base escort, base gigolo, or just escort gigolo, you guys are the ones getting it. If we said T escort, you guys are blocking. Always want to hit these to the sand. Okay, you are in tackle alignment if there is motion coming out and then rolling out. If there is no motion and you had a tight end over here, you would be in guard alignment so you can just go. Tackle alignment for motion and then go. Okay, you want to be a little bit wider. So just like Fish is here, a little wider because he's got the motion coming, so he can get out there and have a good relationship between the two of you guys. It's really good. As you guys are rolling out here, taking a couple steps, get your vision downfield so you can see what's happening, who's triggering, what's going on, and then get your eyes back to the quarterback. If you get pressure, you know you got to get your eyes back right now. That ball's coming to you. Bang. Okay, we want to hit this in the sand. That's where we're getting to. Really good job here executing. Good job making one miss and then lower the boom. Love it. Awesome run. Okay, and then if you're blocking, oh, that's another one. Okay, if you're blocking, we want to come out getting in front of this guy as he works back, right? We want to work towards the line of scrimmage. And then as Fisher's doing here, we want to flatten out, right? So from this view, okay, the path, Fish is going to do this and then flatten out, right? We want to flatten out. We don't want to go too far downfield. Just got to be ready for the first guy that triggers. He is looking like the first guy to trigger. So you just got to bring the chair to the fight here. Fight him, right? Run your feet through contact. Be aggressive. Want to hit that thing in the sand, you know where it's supposed to hit. Fast breaks. Here's what they are. Take a screenshot. Take a picture with your phone, whatever you got to do. Here's the fast breaks for the week. The line is basically the install day. So day one, you'll have Kings, Bears, Turbo Bull, Turbo Lynx, Turbo Lion. These are all left hash. So these are the formations that go with them. Day two, Lakers, Bears, Lynx, Lion. Day three, Gators, Raptors, Ducks, Bull, Lion. All right, fellas.